Okay, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III here with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I want to get started with the quote of the day from Claude Bristol. The quote is great because it goes along with some of the things I want to talk with you about today. The quote says, "To win, you've got to stay in the game." To win, you've got to stay in the game. How many of us forget that when you have an L, when you have a loss in your life, that you really haven't lost the game? You only lose the game when you quit or when you stop playing. Just remember that. I think that's so important. Now, I know many of you have been asking and wondering, what's going on? What's the changes? What have you been working on? And, at the end of this podcast, I want you to stick with me here because the second part of it, I'm going to go through some core emotions and values that you can use on a daily basis for success and fulfillment. But I want to start this episode out doing something a little different because I want to give you a couple of updates. We have kind of a special announcement to have, and that is that the Daily Mastermind has now partnered up with my longtime mentor, Robert Stuber. Robert is, he's one of my longest friends and mentors. Multiple companies that I had doing a couple $100 million a year in revenue, I had him during that period of time as my personal and business mentor. And so you may not know who Robert is, but trust me, the big names in this industry know who he is. If you go to Stuber.com, Stuberg.com, you'll see individuals like Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy and Mark Victor Hansen and Barbara DeAngelis and Deepak Chopra, and all of these individuals have worked with and known Robert when he was the executive vice president at Nightingale Conant. But he has just a laundry list of experience, background, thousands of people he's mentored, and a lot of people in this industry that respect him highly. Some amazing, amazing programs. And so I'm going to be able to get into more and more of that over the coming week, because as of February 1st, I'm going to be launching some new programs with him. And like I said, he has definitely been a friend and mentor and partner of mine for quite some time. So this has been a long time in the works, needless to say. But ultimately, we're going to be merging our companies, and I will take over the role as president and CEO of Success Systems International, which is super exciting given the background, track record, courses, programs. But we're going to be launching a new foundation as well as some amazing new programs and courses and mentoring, one of which is going to be the Stuber Mentoring Academy program. And so I'll give you a little bit about that, and we'll move on to some content today. But let me just give you some perspective. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, the reason I created the Daily Mastermind, it was really just a personal passion of mine. I wanted to be able to have consistent daily rituals of my own, but I also wanted to provide you with a daily dose of inspiration, motivation, education, so that you would have one thing you could go to on a daily or consistent basis as part of your daily rituals. We all search so many different places for content and information to keep us motivated and inspired, but I wanted to be able to give you one place you could go to. And starting in February, we're going to have a new schedule and format for the Daily Mastermind, because the podcast and the mobile app are completely free, but I want to mix up the content more and give you a consistent thing to look for. So on Mondays, we're going to be covering key prosperity principles. We'll be covering the prosperity pillars and key principles for success every Monday. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be going through some of Robert Stuberg's secrets and strategies and topics for success that he's acquired over several decades. On Wednesdays, we'll mix up the week with more morning motivation. I'll be going live inside our Facebook group, as well as with certain guests once in a while. And then on Thursday is when we're going to feature our longer format, our 30 to 45 minute prosperity report interviews with seven-figure mentors and entrepreneurs that I've been able to meet and work with over the years through the success I've had in the personal development and financial education space. And then Friday, we're going to make it a little more lively. We're going to be going through, travel and dream building, luxury, life hacks, and things that I can kind of expose you to help you create a better lifestyle for yourself. Because ultimately, It is about lifestyle. And then if you haven't downloaded the Daily Mastermind mobile app, I highly recommend you do that, because we have 4K HD quote picks every single day, quote of the day. We've got ebooks, audiobooks, all the classics, Think and Grow Rich, the Master Key System, all of the things that you need to keep your daily rituals in play. We also have recorded meditations. These are guided and unguided meditations, sounds of nature, things like that, journal, and a whole bunch more stuff that you'll be able to benefit from the Mastermind mobile app. So that's the goal of the Daily Mastermind. As we've now combined, Robert Stuber and I, the goal of the Stuber Mentoring Academy and Success Systems International is it's going to allow you to access some more paid content. Basically, and spoiler alert, just so you know, I wanted to provide thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of content for just a couple bucks a day. I mean, you're going to be blown away with the amount of stuff that you would typically spend tens of thousands of dollars on that you're going to get included with the Stuber Mentoring Academy. But we're going to do mentoring on a weekly basis, both Robert and myself. In a small group. You've got to apply for the Mentoring Academy, but it's hardly anything to belong, but you've got to be committed. We want to have a community of individuals that are very focused on their success in business and life. But as part of the community, you're going to get all 3 core signature courses of his, the 12 Life Secrets, the Creating Your Ultimate Destiny course, the 12 Wealth Secrets. You're going to have monthly courses, new programs that drop, access to deep, specific content in business development, marketing, personal and financial education. And we're going to you also have access to tons and tons of resources, third-party services, opening up my Rolodex. And all members of the Stuber Mentoring Academy will have a private mentoring session with me as well, because I want to really get to know them. Anyway, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up. I think it's going to be pretty exciting, but I wanted to give you a little bit of golden nuggets today, because over the next 90 days, we're going to be sharing a lot. So I thought I would share with you one of the core teachings that Robert, my mentor, has taught me over the years that I really like and I think can bring and help you with direction. So I'm going to take it right out of the Life Handbook. The Life Handbook is an ebook that we're going to make available that has been pulled together after tens of thousands of clients and individuals over decades. And there's one particular section in there on some core daily reminders. So I'm going to just read from the ebook to give you this content from Robert. It goes like this. No matter how strong our beliefs or how clear our goals are, life remains difficult. Success requires that we move through the seasons of life with persistence and determination. It's so easy to let adversity hold you back. In fact, that's the norm. It takes unusual awareness, creativity, and resolve to work through life's inevitable challenges in order to stay on track. As you go through life, you'll have good days and you'll have bad days. However, I've noticed that all days are better if I start them by reminding myself of what is already known. It has been said that it's important to remember that we already know. It's been said that it's as important to remember what we already know as it is to increase our knowledge. A list of daily reminders can help you remember what you've already learned about in life. It can be especially helpful during those times in life when things don't seem to be going our way. Perhaps the most important part of my daily rituals is the list that I call the 5 key essential emotions. No matter what is happening in my life, I find that reviewing this list improves my experience of life on a daily basis. So here's the list of 5 things. The list of 5 things is number 1, faith and trust. You have to believe that there's a reason and purpose for everything, even if you don't yet understand what that reason is. Number 2 is courage. Believe that you can overcome whatever challenges come your way. Number 3, resolve. Believe that quitting is the only thing that equals failure, and you'll never quit. Number 4, compassion. Believe that helping others equals success. And that goes really well with what I talked about the other day about getting out of your head. And number 5, gratitude. Believe that it's a miracle that you showed up here on planet Earth and have that spirit of gratitude. So once again, faith and trust, courage, resolve, compassion, and gratitude.
I'm sure you can certainly come up with a longer list, but I find that this short list reminds me of the essence of what I believe to be true. And it also reminds me that it's not enough to just give lip service to your beliefs. You need to basically act on them. And as one of his coaches put it out many years ago, Robert, if what you think you believe does not affect your behavior, then it is doubtful that you really believe it. Consider putting a list like this together for yourself. So that's just a section of the Life Handbook. I hope that helps you. I hope this message inspires you to take some action on creating the best life ever. And I look forward to talking with you more tomorrow. Please share this message with someone that you feel would benefit from it. My name is George Wright III, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. Have a great day.